You are Centenary's 12th president. You are the second woman president. And you have a very interesting and varied background. In the business world, you have, in addition, a doctorate in education. You've taught at Centenary on the college level in business and education. You've been vice president of academic affairs and now president. When you think about all of these elements of your background, what do you think are the special gifts that they bring to you for this office?
Well, I think I've been in a training program I didn't know I was in. So to the extent that they all sort of come together in this job, I guess I'm fortunate that I had those experiences, but I certainly didn't have them in the spirit of planning to have this job. But it's one of those things, life happens while you're making other plans type of things. And the way things came together, it seemed to be the right thing at the right time, after some very considerable consideration. Right.
You've been at Centenary long enough to have seen it through a number of revisions of its profile. When you talk to people now about Centenary, how do you describe it?
Well, I still find Centenary to be a very exciting place. And I think I talk about the love affair that I've had with Centenary over the past 25 years. And like any love affair, there are low points, there are high points. And I think there are times when I felt like we've been moving in the right direction, times when I would have changed the course just a little bit. But I think the juncture we find ourselves at right now, where we've grown to the point where we've become a household word in the state of New Jersey, is a wonderful way for us to be able now to think about consolidating, thinking about building on what we do best, thinking about how we meet the needs of not just Warren County, but the needs of the region, because as you well know, we're the only four-year and master's degree granting institution in 3 counties in this part of the state. So we have a responsibility, I think, to the folks that we serve, and I'd like to see us, through all of our community service efforts and the wonderful kind of things that are going on, come into a little bit more of our own.
And
where
that is so much a part of who we are, isn't it?
It is, and it's so much a part now of the student we attract and retain. And I think we've learned that about ourselves, particularly our undergrad traditional students. They talk about those kinds of experiences changing their lives and making them look at themselves and other people differently. And, you know, we still look at SAT scores and we look at GPAs, but I think we look more now at the kind of student who wants to do that and who will profit by it.
You've been in the office of president now for how long?
Since May.
Right. It's not a very long time, and yet I wonder if there are particular aspects of the job that have surprised you, delighted you, challenged you. What would you say?
Well, I think that when I was thinking about whether or not I was the right person for the job, living your job is certainly one of those things that can be wonderful and can be arduous at times. So that can be a joy, and that can also be the kind of thing you have to make sure you take your vitamins for.
Right.
Getting to speak to alums that I haven't seen in a very long time, who I taught 20 years ago, who I have now had an opportunity to interact with almost 40-year-olds who have families and who have jobs, and who will tell me things like, well, when I graduated and when I went on my first job interview, people would say, you went to what college? And they'll say, and now I'm looking for a job, and they'll say, oh, Centenary, yes, we know Centenary. And so that's, you know, there isn't anything better than that.